Did you post it?
It's Wednesday night. It's time for Super Geeked Up.
Yeah!
It is time. We like to kick things off with the Geek Tweet of the Week. Tonight's is, what is your favorite TV show on right now? Tanya, what's yours?
Outlander and The Walking Dead.
All right. Cool. It's very succinct.
Like, do you want me to? I can explain.
That's fine. Good job. Nicole, what about you?
I'm going to go with Once Upon a Time, and then also there's a show on Netflix I like to watch called Dance Academy. It's like this Australian show. It's really cute. I like it.
All right. Let's, by the way, folks, if you're watching live, share your answers on Twitter. We got some earlier in the week, actually, already. And my other TV is playing the show, which is very annoying. Okay, I'm going to shut that off. All right.
You just like having cheers in the background.
I do. I just like looking at myself while we're live, actually.
Everybody knows.
Let's go to our guest over here, Joanna. What's your favorite show on right now?
Fargo.
Oh, nice. I've seen a little bit of that. It seems pretty cool.
Oh, it's amazing. Really, really good. All-star cast. So good.
Yeah, Martin Freeman, man. He's awesome.
Yeah, and Billy Bob Thornton's in it too.
Oh.
Yeah. Super fantastic.
Are they both coming back for season 2? No, you're still watching season 1.
No, I'm finished season 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear that they are both coming back for season 2. I don't actually, if you haven't watched Fargo, I won't spoil it for you, but I don't know how they're going to keep going. After the end of season 1, things end pretty dramatically, so I don't know.
New storyline.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Far
recommend
gone.
All right, Tanya, if you in a minute, can you share some of those tweets and Facebook things we got earlier this week? But
Yes.
Nick, what about you? What's your favorite show?
It's not technically on TV right now, but I love Community. It just has some of the best scene choices, some of the best acting, some of the best script writing by Dan Harmon. I love what they've done with the show. I'm, of course, sad it's not going to be on TV, but I'm happy it's going over to Yahoo.
Oh,
So we
cool.
get to
I
keep
didn't know
watching.
that,
Yeah, it's
actually.
going to be streaming live on their Yahoo streaming page. I think
Nice.
next season they got another season coming.
And it's back to Dan Harmon now, right?
Yeah, he came back for season 5, so now they're going to season 6, and because it's the whole 6 seasons in a movie, we'll see if that actually pans out. But yeah, that's what's not on TV. On TV, I like Bones right now. I'm really into the David Boreanaz stuff. So
Cool.
That's a good
Nice. Before we get to Rob and Edwin's choices, Necrodius on Twitter says to Tanya's choices, The Walking Dead Highlander, there can be only one who is undead. That's a little bit of a...
Outlander, not Highlander. Outlander.
Highlander was a great show, though.
It
was.
was. I concur.
But currently on TV is Walking Dead.
Well, he's in the Midwest. Maybe they get things like about a decade late there.
Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
All right, Rob.
Okay, go ahead, Rob.
Didn't we get the fight choreographer
Yeah, I was just
from
gonna
the Highlander?
I was gonna do like standard action promotional segue.
Go on.
Oh,
We got the
excuse me. Please do.
yeah. No, totally. We got the fight choreographer from Highlander, the series, to choreograph the fights in our 3rd season.
Holy shit,
His
that's
name is
awesome.
Ron
Very
McCaff.
cool.
I got his book.
And it's true, there can be only one.
So did he do some swordplay choreography for you?
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. That's fantastic. All right, Rob, now what is your choice?
My choices would be The Flash and
Yes.
Constantine.
Oh my God, that's like the theme of everyone who wrote in during the week.
Yeah, it really is. I'll come back to that. I agree with one, I disagree with the other. Edwin, what about you?
Constantine. It's been really, really good. But I just finished watching something called The Spoils of Babylon. And if you don't know about it, you should go and check it out. It's out on the net. You can totally download it. It's a spoof of a series, and it's starring Will Ferrell. And it's essentially one of these like gigantic melodramatic novels that has been turned into a 6-episode series. And Will Ferrell plays like the writer of this incredible novella.
Is it like on Netflix or YouTube or where do you find it?
I've watched it on WatchSeries.com.
Okay.
So I just found the series online, but it's hilarious. It's got Tobey Maguire in it.
Whoa.
Yeah. Who else? A bunch of like name actors in it, and it's hilarious. Super, super funny. So I highly recommend that.
Cool.
All Awesome. On Twitter, Amy L. Hoff, who was our guest last week, says, I hear that Fargo is meant to take place in Duluth. I'm from Duluth, and I'm suspicious.
I think it takes place in Fargo, actually.
Maybe she means
Well, it's filmed in Canada.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right, Tanya. Everything's about Canada. Okay.
It's where things are filmed. But no, they're going back in time for second season.
Are they
Right.
really?
This is why they can have the same lead actors again, I think. Yeah, because they're to have Martin Freeman back again, but they're going back in time. Yeah.
They're going back in time.
Yeah.
Nice. Our buddy, Clutch the Series, tweets in, dying for season 2 up from dusk till dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be
Such
awesome.
an amazing show.
Wow, Nicole, I never thought you would like From Dusk Till Dawn. That is a shock,
Really?
actually.
No, we talked about it because I've seen the movies and then I started watching the TV show and you're all Dusk Till Dawn, really?
Yeah, it's
I'm
way
like,
so
yeah,
too violent for you, though.
It is violent, but I love like Robert Rodriguez and
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino, so I really like that show. And then also, you know what? I forgot to tell you, Bates Motel. I'm waiting for the next season. I don't know if it's on yet or not.
Cool. All right, Tanya, what else did we get? What did we get earlier in the week to this
Oh
question?
my gosh, we have a lot. I mean, obviously there is a lot of Flash and Arrow and Constantine votes. I don't even think I could total them up based on Facebook and Twitter, but there was a lot. But we have a few limited releases saying House of Cards is the only one he's watching at the moment. We have a couple of votes for New Girl. Who said New Girl? I wrote it down, but now I can't find it. Various votes for Walking Dead. We have the Puka, which is saying she's saying Supernatural, which is also many votes for Supernatural. I feel as though we draw on the same fan base for a lot of things, which is awesome.
One place.
Yeah.
Who knew? Let me go on Facebook here.
I got the Facebook here. Jules
Yeah,
Hendricks says Vampire Diaries.
Oh yeah.
Sally McGarvey says Sailor Moon Crystal for the win.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike
There's a lot of
Sutherland.
Gotham too. A lot of
Yes,
Gotham
there's
votes.
a lot of Gotham. And Mike Sutherland says Constantine Supernatural and Justified on Facebook.
Wow,
Nice,
I need to
nice.
catch up on a lot of shows, obviously.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Like I was kind of blown away with the amount of current shows, and all of a sudden when I really started thinking about it, I was like, there's a lot of stuff that I'm currently really into.
The Librarians premiered last night.
Yes! I saw
Oh,
that.
how was that? How was
It was
it?
good.
It was
Rob,
great.
did
It's
you
about
see it?
librarians.
So it's based on, you know what I did? I actually, Rob, before the premiere over the weekend, I watched all 3 Librarian movies to catch up.
Wait, what?
What?
You didn't know there were movies?
I don't even know what it's about except
Yeah,
Librarians.
so the Librarians, it started in 2004. It was a TV movie for TNT starring Noah Wyle, and he did 3 TV movies, 2 years apart.
Oh.
He played this character called the Librarian, who, think of it kind of like a cross of Indiana Jones, more like Indiana Jones, basically.
I think I saw one of those. Did it have a Monkey King themed episode or something?
No, you may be thinking of Kim Possible, the Disney animated show.
Wasn't that MVP most valuable primate?
No, the Monkey King, the Chinese legend, though.
No, none of them had that.
Okay.
Well, no, not really.
It's hard to tell. These stories just blend
They're
into
all
each
about
other.
monkeys, aren't they?
So anyway, The Librarians is a new series that's based off of the character he played in those TNT movies.
Very exciting.
Oh.
It's cool. It's a fun adventure. It's cool.
Chris Hadley's popped up with a whole list of TV shows.
Oh,
And I
bet
say
he
this
has.
because it's split into different tweets. We have Modern Family and About a Boy, which is a comedy.
Oh, Modern Family's great. Yeah.
About a boy for it too.
Also saying The Americans, Ray Donovan on Showtime, Mr. Selfridge on PBS, woo! And he said he watched the first half of The Librarians and needs to catch up. So there's the list. I was the same way. I couldn't choose. I had a hard time between Sherlock, Mad Men, Walking Dead, Supernatural.
Sleepy Hollow is really good, but it's on the season break, I think.
And can you really say that Sherlock is on right now? Because it's been a really long time since they ended their second season.
They're
we'll
filming.
count
Well, it's third season's on Netflix. So they're in the middle of
Oh, sorry.
filming
Yeah,
fourth
it's been a long
season.
time since they ended their season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fourth season they're filming
Yeah.
currently, I believe.
Yeah, that confirmed filming, so it'll be out in, I think, 2015, 16.
Mhm.
Right, so a really long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. A really long time.
It's always that way with Sherlock, though.
Yeah.
I know, because Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman are so busy, and that's wonderful. But
Being
come
Doctor
on.
Strange.
Oh, wait, don't jump the gun, sir. We're gonna talk.
Don't jump.
The dragon, you know.
That's true. That's true.
So let me sneak in my choices here. Or do you have another tweet answer? Is that what you're gonna share?
No.
Okay. Then just shut up. I'm kidding.
Oh, what?
So actually, like many of our fans, I'm pretty much in agreement. Arrow has been my favorite show on for the past 3 seasons, followed closely by Once Upon a Time, and now The Flash as well, which I think they're doing an amazing job. But so Rob, is it you who said Constantine?
Yeah, Flash and Constantine.
Okay, so a lot of people say Constantine. I finally got around to watching the pilot last week of Constantine, and I did not think it was good. I think it was a mess of writing all smashed together. Why? So what do you think? Does it get any better? Like, tell me.
Well, I've read the comics, and it's weird that he doesn't smoke because the smoking is like a big part of him. And it's not like, I don't know, I was telling my roommate about it because he's a big comic fan. And I was like, you know, it's better than no Constantine, so I'm going to watch the shit out of it.
What I'm reading for a second.
So a glowing recommendation. You have to watch it.
And NBC is going to put that under commercial now.
Well, I love Supernatural, but I just don't know why, but I'm kind of bored with it. Like, I like Constantine's a little more cocky.
Well, it's because Supernatural continues to do the same thing over and over. And it works a lot of the time, but a little bit boring. Yeah.
Hey, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 2, big one this week. Favorite character gone.
I haven't caught up yet.
Spoilers.
Yep.
Don't spoil. No spoilers.
Yeah, careful.
This is a spoiler-free zone.
His favorite character, someone like. I don't even know. Do you know who's left?
Coulson.
Yeah.
Coulson.
He has already died.
Let me share one last one before we move on. Amy Hoff says, Person of Interest is one of the best written shows on television right now. That is a great show.
It is.
What?
I have heard good things about Person of Interest.
Person of Interest. It's really good.
Very, very good.
All right.
Do you want me to introduce guests? Because I can do that.
Please do.
Okay, I can do that. So we obviously have some very opinionated animated guests tonight, which is great. From Standard Action, we have Joanna. Joanna, do you want to give a wave?
Hi.
She is the writer and co-producer and plays Etta. We have Rob. Rob, you want to give a wave? Rob is the director, co-producer, cinematographer, and I just have VFX, and I assume that means VFX supervisor, that you're not currently visually effects.
Not here at all. I've actually just been added in post.
Got it. Someone just rotoscoped you in. That's amazing. We have Edwin, who is the associate producer and assistant art director and plays Fernando. Edwin, do you want to give a wave? Hi. And we also have Nick, who is the lyricist for the musical episode in season 3, and he plays Cedric. Hello. First of all, musical episode.
That's exciting.
That's that's freaking cool and probably a ton of work. Joanna, do you want to tell us a little bit where you can find Standard Action and a little bit about what it's about?
Sure. Well, you can find Standard Action at standardaction.com. You can also find us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is down in the bottom third thing because I did that. And we are a fantasy comedy. We're an all-ages fantasy comedy. We're in our 3rd season, and we are it's a story about 4 misfit adventurers that find each other and set out on a quest full of bumbling comedy and slapstick that will, it's very heartwarming, and it sort of challenges everybody's expectations of what a hero is and what they can be.
Comedy? I thought we were a hardcore drama.
Nerds would understand it. Nerds would understand it as Hercules' Legendary Journeys meets Lord of the Rings.
Awesome! Very, very cool. And where can they see the episodes?
Well, you can go to standardaction.com. You can also go to our YouTube channel, which is for Facefire Films, right?
Yes.
Yes, Facefire Films is our YouTube channel.
Very cool.
But you can find everything through standardaction.com, which is easier to remember because that's the name of the show. So, yes.
And season 3 is currently releasing, right?
Yeah, that's right. We just released our 2nd episode for season 3, and we're releasing our 3rd one before the end of the year, so we'll have 3 out this year for you to watch.
You guys should be working on the musical episode right now.
You're doing it right now.
Yeah, that's why I need the table.
That's what you're VFXing right now.
Yeah.
Your actual self.
That's cool. Well, musical episodes are hardcore. I know Dad did one for their last season, and it takes a lot of work. So kudos to you guys for tackling a already monumental task and adding it like times affinity to do a musical episode. That's awesome. Very, very cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. By the way, we have a big spoiler tweet came in here from Necrodius. I don't know if you guys are going to hear this. He says Batman is Bruce Wayne and Superman is Clark Kent. Shockers. Those are his spoilers.
Oh my god.
I know.
Oh.
Terrible.
And if the
Saying a
Titanic
lot,
sinks,
Chris.
I think I'm going to kill you, Necrodius.
All of those movies.
The Titanic sunk? Oh, my stock.
I'm really sorry. Really
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
Okay, the Hindenburg. That's where I'm going to make my money back.
Yeah, put your money on that one, for sure.
All right, cool.
Maybe I should
So, all right, folks, we got some awesome stuff coming up still. We're going to talk a lot of geeky news in the past week. We got geeky auditions later on the show. But now, and if you're just joining us, this is Super Geeked Up. I'm Jeff. I'm with Tanya, Nicole, and the gang from Standard Action. Thank you for joining us. It is time for a rousing game of Geeky Mad Libs, and I'm going to turn things over to Nicole.
Yes, so I have 2 different Geeky Mad Libs here, so you guys can be the choice of which one you want to do.
Oh.
Yeah. So really what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up this really cool Geeky Mad Libs generator, and I'm going to ask you guys for really common things like adjective, noun, verb, adverb, and just say the first thing that comes to your head. You know, you don't have to spend a lot of time thinking about it. Just have it fun. And then there'll be a couple that we'll ask Twitter for as well, so that they can join in the fun.
And let's do it like we did last time, where it's where anybody can just shout out shout out anything at any time. Okay.
Yes, definitely. Anyone can shout out at any time. And so do you guys want to do the Little Mermaid or a Superman-inspired one? Either one.
Superman.
You guys can choose.
Yeah.
Superman. Okay.
Right.
That's my vote too. Good choice.
Contributing to this one, I'll tell you that.
No, look, Jeff's wearing a Superman shirt. Clearly,
Oh
we'll
shit! Yeah, you saw, man. Nice, good catch.
Mad Lib is hate this.
All right. So this one is called the Superhero Almanac. Superman Mad Lib.
All right, and she
So
calls
the
things out,
first
guys.
one-
Anybody feel free to just shout out the first thing that
Yeah,
comes to your
shout it out. And what I'll have Twitter help us with is, let's see, a type of measurement and a verb ending in ing. So you
Centimeter.
guys can tweet that in. That's not for you. That's for
I'm so
Twitter.
excited to get- I'm so excited to get my metric in there.
This moment.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and then also if Twitter can do a famous person as well. So tweet
right,
those
so-
3 things in.
Type of measurement, verb ending in ing, and what? Famous.
A famous person.
All right, so tweet that to @SuperGeekedUp.
That's that, 'cause I don't even know.
Okay, so first, let's do someone shout out an occupation.
Golf instructor.
What?
Golf instructor.
Golf
Golf
instructor.
instructor. Okay. The next one is adjective.
Pretty.
Invisible.
based.
Okay. You got pretty. Verb.
I got nothing. I'm terrible.
You're gonna be one of the answers.
Let me pull up my app here.
Okay. Verb.
It's a verb that ends in ly.
No, I
Kick.
It's an action. It's an action
Thank God
verb.
someone does.
What did you say, Jeff?
Kick.
Kick. Okay. Adjective.
Adjective.
Brown.
Pink.
Brown.
Oh,
Okay.
Joanna,
Noun.
you and I are the same wavelength.
Noun.
Yeah. Person, place, or thing, guys.
You guys are crazy.
Angry rabbit.
What?
A
What?
rabbit.
A rabbit.
Okay. Place.
Fortress of Solitude.
Yes.
Awesome. Now we have noun.
Kryptonite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crypto. I hope I'm spelling this right. Adjective.
As long as you can read it after it's spelled right.
Adjective.
Okay.
Poisonous.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's a good one.
that's definitely not right. Okay. Adverb.
Okay, we can't see what you're writing. Quickly.
Good
Sexually.
one.
Ooh, sexually. That one said
Yeah,
sexually.
go sexually. Go
Sexually.
sexually.
Okay. Event.
Sexually
Plural.
quick.
What was that one? Sorry.
Event, but plural.
Event, but plural.
Comic-Cons.
Birthday?
Okay.
Great.
Birthdays?
Birthdays, yeah.
Verb ending in ed.
Hammered.
Hammered, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good one. Vehicle.
Batmobile.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Oh,
and
no.
then we have noun, a plural noun.
Lightsabers.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay, and then a verb.
Warped.
Ooh. Now Twitter needs to tell us the famous person.
Famous person?
Um,
Well, or Necrodia said himself. That doesn't count.
we have Charlie
Oh.
Sheen.
Oh, yeah, and we have let's go Charlie Sheen. Let's go Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen, done and done. Okay, noun.
Yeah.
Frisbee.
Okay, then we have occupation again.
Stripper.
But that's my pastime.
And now we need two different adjectives.
Adjectives?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
two adjectives. Okay.
Fuzzy.
Okay.
Voices.
A
We
noun.
already did voices.
Go on, go on.
Forgetful.
Sticky.
Yeah, forgetful.
Forgetful.
Why is it sticky?
Sticky.
No,
I can't remember.
No. Sorry.
What do we need?
A noun.
Noun.
Whiskey.
Ashtray. Whiskey. That's a good one. Whiskey.
Whiskey. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Oh, we didn't lose Nicole, did we?
I'm so afraid that was going to happen right before we get to the end of it, which is going to be the worst.
Oh no! Oh, I think we did.
Yeah, I knew it was going to happen right before she ends it. I knew we were going to lose her. Oh, the suspense. All
I
right,
need
so
to know. Oh, she's back. She's back.
Okay, I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm here. I'm back. Okay. Adverb.
that was a crisis.
Don't freak out. Okay. Adverb.
Totally freaked out.
Adverb. Precariously.
Ooh.
Precariously. Adjective.
Sorry.
Actually, two adjectives and a body part.
Oh, God.
Two adjectives and a body part.
Shivering.
What was that?
Shivering.
I want to say quivering.
A shivering, tender.
Crotch.
Quivering.
And a body part.
What was the other adjective? Is quivering and shivering?
Yep.
No, it was shivering
Okay.
and tender.
Except robbing.
Adjective. Another adjective. Sorry,
Throbbing.
throbbing. What about plural noun?
Plural noun. Kittens.
It's a
Oh, no.
Kittens.
That'll fit
Oh,
well.
well, the next one was an animal, but let's just do another animal. So,
Okay.
Aardvark.
A wallaby.
aardvark.
Good
Adjective.
one.
All
Plump.
the adjectives here. Ooh, good one. And then letter, and then a verb.
A letter of the alphabet?
X.
L.
She froze. She froze
She
again.
froze.
This is the most suspenseful game ever.
So,
No, she's
I
not.
said letter and verb, but I just filled in those. I put an M for a letter and falling for a verb because
Okay.
I was like cutting out and didn't know. So and then I need two plural nouns and a singular noun.
Okay.
Basket.
Handcuffs.
Festivities.
There.
Handcuffs and festivities.
Festivities.
What was the last one?
Another noun.
Another noun.
Singular.
Fork.
Fork. And then what was the other plural noun?
Festivities. Did you get that one?
Yeah, the one before that.
Handcuffs.
What was the first one?
Handcuffs.
Handcuffs.
Okay. A color, and then color.
Blue.
Mauve.
Blue.
Corn.
Body part.
Mauve.
Body part, but plural.
Plum colors.
Knees.
Boobs.
Oops.
Animal, and then a plural noun again.
Platypus.
Wow. Where do you go? Plural noun?
Seduce? No, wait. Sorry,
No,
plural
that's a
noun.
verb.
That's a verb.
Dances.
Dances?
Oh,
Dances.
I say
What?
mecha sharks.
Oh, that's a good one. Mecha
that's-
shark.
Yeah, let's do that one.
And then for the next is a verb, and I just put seduce since you said that. And then we need one more noun from you guys.
Santa.
Santa.
Nice.
And then the last three is coming from Twitter, so I need.
I
Oh,
have-
actually, type of measurement.
I have a measurement from Chris
Yeah.
Hadley. I have a decameter.
Yep, very good, Chris.
Oh.
Wasn't that supposed
Okay,
to
and then I need the verb
Yeah,
ending in
Jonathan-
ing.
Jonathan Robbins sends in flirting.
Yeah, but I don't know show the needs.
Okay. Actually,
Oh no.
No, come back.
No. No.
back.
No.
Come back. Okay, here we go.
Come back.
Sorry.
Jack.
Okay.
I'll never let go.
One more adjective, and then we're about to go mad here.
One more adjective.
Platonic.
Nice.
Whoa.
Oh.
Platonic. Okay, so let's
Quivering
do
and
this.
throbbing.
Actually, no, not really.
So, by the way,
All right.
Timekeeper Show tweets in that somebody said sexually, shocker, that gets me over learning that Clark Kent is really Superman. Glad we got you over that.
All right. This is a very long one, but I'll try to read it quickly so that I don't take an hour. Here we go. Superman is the sole golf instructor of the planet Krypton. His father, Jor-El, discovered that a pretty chain reaction was building.
Oh, no. It is gonna happen.
What are you doing with his golf instructor dad?
Never gonna find out what happened.
Yeah,
Maybe he got a hole in one.
does he get under par?
I don't know.
Like on
Maybe
Krypton.
he's throbbing with the anticipation of winning his first golf tournament,
This is like a Christopher Nolan movie.
and he wins a platypus. We're never gonna know.
Platonic platypus.
This is true.
Right, we'll just make it up.
It's like, look, we figured out the math. That was good.
Well, guys, so we have to start over. I'm just kidding.
Wait,
She's back.
wait. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Where did I leave you? Where did you
At the
guys
beginning.
stop?
Literally
At the beginning.
the first sentence.
Superman is the sole instructor of the planet Krypton. His father, reaction, was building inside Krypton that would soon kick the entire world. Jor-El therefore had his brown son Kal-El removed from the Kryptonian gestation chambers and affixed a life rabbit containing Kal-El to an experimental vessel for travel through hyperspace. Am I saying these names wrong? I don't even know.
No,
Jor-El
you're
launched
good.
a starcraft. Okay, launched a starcraft toward Fortress of Solitude just before Krypton exploded. Superman was, in effect, born on Fortress of Solitude when the starcraft landed there. Jonathan and Martha Kent found the kryptonite inside the vessel and brought him to their farm in Poisonousville, Kansas. Since he appeared entirely human, the Kents assumed that the kryptonite was a victim of a cruel experiment. At this time, the kryptonite had no superpowers. The Kents named the kryptonite Clark and raised him as their own son. Clark.
I love how it's funny. We don't know what it is.
That's why they're called Mad Libs, because
Yeah.
he gets so angry that you can't hear it.
All right, so we got half of it so far. It's very. I don't know why did they have us put a word like kryptonite in that part though? That's so weird. It should have been a
That's
person's
very
name.
It's very weird. Well, they asked for a noun, right? So we could have given a person's name
They should have said like a proper noun though, or
or a
personal
person's
noun.
name.
Yeah.
It could have been a football or something.
The story will now be called A Boy and His Kryptonite.
I'm here. I'm so sorry. Okay, where did I leave you?
That they raised the kryptonite as their son or something.
As their son, yeah.
Did you guys? Where did I leave you?
They raised
What?
the kryptonite as their son.
Okay, Clark initially used his powers sexually to help people and prevent Comic-Con.
Hell yeah!
Ultimately, he was hammered to use his powers in public to prevent the crash of the NASA Batmobile.
Batmobile.
Thereafter, he and his foster lightsabers devised a new costume's secret identity. He
A little bit at a time. Just a little bit at a time.
It's a 5-part series.
It's like she's like she's breaking for commercials every time, you know.
God, this is longer than Game of Thrones.
Jonathan Robbins on Twitter
Okay.
says, quote, "So angry because you can't hear it. I think there's a new Mad Libs commercial on that." Take it up after lightsabers.
Oh, pick it up.
Maybe.
Oh, lightsabers.
I don't even remember where we at, to be honest.
Yeah, lightsabers.
Just start somewhere.
Say something funny.
Okay, shortly afterward, Clark obtained a job as a stripper for the Daily Frisbee by turning. He currently enjoys a fuzzy status with the Frisbee. Ah! No!
He was so overwhelmed.
She couldn't take that. She couldn't take the Frisbee part.
I want a fuzzy status with a Frisbee.
That was perfect.
I think that made a lot of sense, though, that he would use his power sexually and he was a stripper. That makes a lot of sense.
I mean, he wants to hide his powers, right? But he still has to make money. I mean, it's kind of like trying to put himself through med school. Like, he has to do
Okay, I don't know. Listen, this is getting really irritating for all of us. So I just emailed the whole thing to you guys, because if I cut out again,
I'll read it.
maybe Tom can read it, because I think I'm going to keep cutting it.
Here it is.
We got it, Nicole.
We got it. I'll read it. I'm going to start from the beginning.
No, start from shortly afterward. That's where we left off.
Oh, the
See that?
Frisbee status. I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Currently enjoys a fuzzy status with the Frisbee. He possesses a tremendous whiskey. While Superman's whiskey is not infinite, its full extent is so great that it has never been precariously measured. His body is virtually quivering. Superman's sharp sentences enable him to hear sounds too shivering to be detected by the normal human crotch. Okay, second. Okay. His telescopic vision enables him to focus his sight on throbbing kittens far beyond the range of normal aardvark sight. His plump vision allows him to observe an object in plump detail. Superman's so-called M-ray vision enables him to falling clearly through solid objects. Certain defense festivities, notably fork, his power to generate handcuffs within objects manifests itself as a blue glow within his boobs, and is therefore known as handcuffs vision. Superman can move, react, and think at super platypus speeds greater than that of a shark. He can defy gravity and seduce through force of will. Superman's irradiated cells generate a force Santa that extends for a fraction of a decameter around his body, flirting any material within the field, nearly quivering, such as his skin's platonic costume. That last sentence made no sense.
Enough of that age.
Was that the end?
That's the end. That's the end.
All right. We got through it.
Yay!
I like how the knight had to be hammered to have sex in public to increase his powers.
And then became a stripper.
It's like the story of your life.
That sounds like more like Captain Hammer from Dr. Horrible.
It's really true. The hammer, yes.
The Crodius on Twitter says this is one kinky Mad Lib.
Mhm.
And various people are giving Nicole technological advice.
Yeah. I wish I could use all of your advice, guys, but I can't really. Sorry. Can't.
All right, so
On my phone.
thank you if you got through all that, folks. If you're listening, thank you for watching very much for sticking through all that. So if you're watching the recorded version, we're going to take a quick commercial break right now. But we got plenty of awesome geeky shenanigans coming up. We'll see you back in a second.
Break.
There she is. All right. Yes, welcome back. Okay. All right, you're watching Super Geeked Up. I'm Jeff. I'm with Tanya and Nicole and the crew from Standard Action. All right, so we're going to talk some geeky news. Yes, yeah. Hey, guys. We're going to talk some geeky news right now. A lot of stuff going on. First couple things were long rumored, but we finally have official confirmations. First off, that Benedict Cumberbatch will be playing Doctor Strange in the upcoming Marvel movie. Everybody excited about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
All the Cumberbitches are.
Is that a term? Because that's awesome, actually, if it is.
Yes, it is a term.
Tanya's like, I started it, actually.
No. So, okay, a friend of mine works at ET, and they actually have to, like, when they do interviews with him, they actually refer, like, we have to make sure the fans. I'm like, what are the fans called? And she's like, there's a term, but I'm not allowed to say it publicly. And it was that term. It's, like, widely known throughout the industry that that's the term for people who are, like, uber fans.
I thought
Nice.
that Benedict Cumberbatch himself actually said that he didn't actually want that term mentioned anymore.
It's
he was
even
like,
better that way.
Yeah, he was like, no, don't call them that. And then, of course, everybody's like, call them what? And they did.
Exactly. Because it's not the most, nice of terms. For them.
Not really.
No.
So I'll say I'm a big comics fan, but I never really got into Doctor Strange that much. But with Benedict Cumberbatch playing it, I'm actually super excited because I think he's perfect choice for the role. Anybody else a Doctor Strange fan or just excited to see him play the role?
He'll totally do for Doctor Strange what he did for Sherlock, because like Sherlock was kind of like, I don't know, like I'm not like a big Sherlock fan until I've seen the show with Benedict Cumberbatch in it, and then it's awesome. So I think that Doctor Strange is cool. He's kind of like, it'll probably be not quite to the extent Guardians of the Galaxy is, where they take a not super popular IP and do something amazing with it. But yeah, it'll be awesome. Magic. I bet Loki will be in it. Count Cumberbatch versus Loki.
Oh man, well those two gentlemen that the girls go crazy over in the same screen then.
That's what that shirt's
I'm not
on.
saying the word.
Yeah, you're thinking it, though, Tanya.
Yeah,
I
well.
think.
Does?
Well, just because he's like, I don't know, it just must be that he's being offered everything right now, and it would be just so much fun. That's got to be why he said yes, right? Because he's classically trained actor. He's like, I don't know about everybody else, but when he walked on screen for Star Trek Into Darkness, it was like a real actor was here.
Yeah.
Versus everybody else in the cast.
Ouch.
And like,
Ouch to everybody
have a lot of
else.
fun.
No,
Sorry?
I completely agree with that, Joanna. Like, I entirely, yeah.
Yeah,
I
well, he's
understand that
just like a cut above, right? So the fact that he's doing a superhero movie,
Cumberbitch.
hey, not at all. I just I don't know. I just appreciate the integrity of the guy. That's all.
Yeah.
I just think that it's kind of cool that he's choosing to do a superhero movie.
So do I. I really like the fact that he decided to do it, because I think he'll just bring so much more than probably some of the other actors that might have been chosen for that role.
Totally. He's kind of an unconventional choice, really. I mean, conventional in the fact that he's really popular right now, so of course he's a great choice. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't expect.
Unconventional. Explain.
I don't know. I don't know. He's not your run-of-the-mill Hollywood actor.
No.
He's a cut above, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, cut above actors are all the rage now.
And he probably charges BBC rates, which are way
The conversion into pounds.
Nice. I'm totally with you, Joanna. Ever since Sherlock first premiered, he's been pretty much my favorite actor. He's just outstanding. So,
Yeah.
Awesome. And Chris Halley on Twitter says, definitely go see The Imitation Game. He's amazing in that.
Yeah.
He's getting rave reviews for that. Yeah.
Amazing reviews for that.
All right. So let's see, Tanya. What else do we got? What other superhero news?
Well, I mean, speaking of superheroes and actors who may be a more traditional choice to play superheroes, Ryan Reynolds is signing on to play Deadpool. He tweeted that out this week with a lovely face of Deadpool made out of used shotgun shells. Yeah.
And chimichangas he put in his tweet, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I don't think there's been an official announcement from the studio yet, but that's a pretty darn good sign that that's happening. So
apparently, the guy who did the 3D animation thing is helmed to direct it too. Like, it's actually the guy who did that released footage, that leaked footage.
Yeah, that 3D trailer thing.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
very cool. Oh.
Yeah, so I'm excited for this. I think I actually like Ryan Reynolds a lot, and I think he's a great choice for Deadpool. I'm hoping they let him be much more Deadpool-like than they let him be in the not so great Wolverine movie.
About that movie.
Because they had a little bit of humor in that, but I don't know. They didn't really do, obviously. Well, there's a lot of problems with that movie, but yeah.
No, just because I don't know much about Deadpool, but he's the one that knows he's like in a comic.
He
right?
breaks
like
the fourth wall. He's always making funny, and cracking jokes, and yeah. He's a little insane, actually.
Very cool. Hopefully they'll let them go full out on that, because that'd be an interesting movie.
You guys have any thoughts on the Deadpool standard action, folks?
Off. They run wild and make it like a Will Ferrell movie, where he can spout off all these lines, and you pick the best ones that are for the right moment. And
yeah, Ryan Reynolds is great. Yeah. It's too bad about the Green Lantern, because that was such a terrible movie, and I think that a lot of people think of that when they think of him being cast in something again. But I think this could be awesome. Ryan Reynolds is great. Like
that was the wrong hero for him.
Well, yeah, it was.
Green Lantern
right?
was the wrong.
No,
hero.
I think Green Lantern would have been great if they had a better storyline. The storyline was terrible.
Yeah,
he wasn't bad as Green Lantern.
I'm like the only person who likes the Green Lantern movie. Everybody
CG his mask on. Come on.
How can we drive the expenses up in this film?
It did kind of feel like he was suffering from really bad writing. Like, it felt like it wasn't his fault.
The storyline doesn't make much sense.
Yeah.
Like, the animated Green Lantern movies have a lot more complexity, and they're for kids. What does that tell you? And Nathan Fillion voices Green Lantern in the cartoons.
Yes, he does.
Cool.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah. Deadpool's going to be awesome, though. Even the game was really good, because he talked to you while you were playing. And it was a very generic third-person shooter, but it was funny because it was Deadpool.
Nice. I never played the game, so that's good to hear that it's fun.
Very cool. Very cool.
Sweet.
So other news that we posted up was from AMC. They ordered a pilot from Seth Rogen based on the Preacher comics.
Yes.
Now here's the reason why I include this. I have never read the Preacher comics. I just wanted to hear everyone's thoughts on TV at a fairly prominent state or network turning to doing like comic books as a pilot, like just ordering it straight up.
Well, remember, The Walking Dead, though, was based on, obviously.
Yeah, but they had such a huge... I can see why they did that one, but I want to see, what do you think of the trend of doing that? What's that?
Comic books are essentially storyboards. Yeah. They're, made... they're so much more cinematic than even books that it seems like they're almost made, here's a great idea of what this show will look like.
Here's the storyboard, already done. Here's all the back...
No, are we losing them?
Yes. All right. So we just lost interaction briefly, hopefully. All right. So, well, I don't know. What do you get? I'm hoping they come back, because I actually haven't read Preacher either. It's a really, really well-known, very, very critically acclaimed series, though. A lot of people rave about it that I know.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's move on from that then.
Sure.
And so hopefully we'll get those guys back.
We'll get that debate going later.
So let me mention, there are a couple other things we want to mention in the news, and then we're hopefully going to do our... Oh, are they back? No. Okay.
Nope.
And we're also we're going to play Geeky Audition a little later, folks, hopefully, if our guests are able to unfreeze.
Come back into it again?
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, there, wait, you're there.
You're good.
Yes. I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can hear
All
you.
right, you're back. Excellent. All right, somebody was starting to talk about Preacher, and we lost you after that. So.
Preacher's really good, but it's also another R-rated one. There's a certain large woman made out of meat and a factory owner that would be quite shocking for television, but also awesome. But it's really dark, and I just hope they don't ruin it. I know a lot of people who watch Constantine are really unhappy about some of the things they've changed about that. And Preacher is a comic about a guy who has the voice of God, so when he tells someone to go fuck themselves, they do, like, literally, and they end up like killing themselves.
Interesting
after,
though that
horrible.
something like that is being directed by Seth Rogen, though, right?
He
Seth
probably-
Rogen.
He's directing
It's
it.
probably
Yeah.
because he read it. Like I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people who are big Preacher fans, they've read like the whole series.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting choice. Like, it's cool. Like, it's exciting. I mean, Seth Rogen's doing a lot of producing right now with his producing partner, whose name I don't remember. But yeah, I know he's doing more and more. So I don't know. Seems kind of weird. Seems like a strange choice, but hopefully it's not just full of dick jokes and they actually go dark with it.
Yeah.
Well, I think one of his quotes was something like, "We promise not to fuck it up" or something like that.
Okay, thanks, Seth.
All right, cool. Very good. So there's a bunch of geeky comic news and the film, TV stuff. Two other quick things. Our buddy Eric Hutchinson, who's been a big supporter of us and he's been on our show, he's a comic artist. He is launching the very first con, his own con called In Beyond Con, because he runs In Beyond Studios. That's going to be this Saturday. We're one of the media sponsors of it, so we want to give him a shout out. It's this Saturday, December 13th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's on Long Island. So if you're in the New York City, Long Island area, guys, please go check that out. It's con for artists, by artists is the tagline for it. Go to InBeyond, that's INBEON con.com. You can get all the details there. And there's a new web series fest we're going to mention briefly. Nicole?
Yes, really quick before I probably get kicked off. So now there's the Seattle Web Fest, and actually one of the creators of it, Darlene, she was on Super Geeked Up before for Chop.
Yes, Darlene Sellers from Chop Socky Boom. And actually, Liz Ellis from Rec has been on our show too.
Oh, okay, great. So it just sounds like a really great web series fest that's put on by really talented web series creators. And it takes place, I'm actually at their website, seattlewebfest.com. And let's see.
It's March 14th. I got it right here. March 14th is the fest. And guys, this is about the cheapest I found for a web series fest. It's only $25 right now if you're a web series creator and you want to submit through December 22nd. So go check that out.
Standard action
SeattleWebFest.com.
has been submitted, by the way.
Woo!
Excellent.
Awesome.
Excellent. I will be submitting Super Knocked Up as well. So cool. All right, guys. So there you go. All right. We are going to play a little game of Geeky Audition in a minute, but we're going to take one last commercial break. If you're watching the recorded version, we'll see you back in a second.
Welcome back from commercial break. You made it back with us, and I'm still here.
She's so excited about that. All right, this is Super Geeked Up. If you're just joining us, I am Jeff. I'm with Tanya Nicole, and Standard Action is our guest tonight. And it is time to turn things over to Tanya for a game of Geeky Audition.
Whoa! Sorry, my apartment walls are really thin. I've been sick all week, so my cheering is very lackluster. I'm sorry. So Geeky Audition, this has quickly become one of our favorite newish segments, where we give you guys a couple of characters and a little bit of scenario to act out. And then I get to live out my fantasy of being a casting director and give you some notes to give you some redirection halfway through. I feel like it's payback for years of being in an audition room. So, I promise I won't mean. Yes,
Wait,
yes.
I think Rob has a
Question
question.
from the crowd, yes.
Yes, Tanya. Where Rope Ridge behind you go?
Into a magical far-off place.
Is it Narnia? Because I really want to go.
If you don't do well at the audition, I throw you off. I'm just joking.
Oh.
Guys,
If you're watching live on Twitter, tweet in where you think her rope bridge behind Tanya goes.
guys,
Why
I just want
is-
you to know my
Yes, go
phone's
ahead.
gonna
Everybody's raising their
die.
hand.
phone's gonna die. I gotta go because it's gonna die in a second.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so Nicole is signing off. You'll see her next week as usual.
It's so easy, my friends. I'll see you next week, and I'm gonna watch your guys' audition, so you better do a good job. Okay, bye!
Threatening.
All right.
Can I audition with the part of Nicole?
Yes.
I should add that. Actually, I really should add that
You have
in.
to talk like a robot.
You do, the whole time. Okay, so what I've done is I've done a couple of pairs of people. So who wants to go together? We can do Edwin and Nick, this is your first time on this show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's pair you up with some of the more experienced people. Nick, why don't you go with Rob?
Okay.
Edwin, you go with Joanna.
Hey, Edwin.
Make sense?
Right.
Okay, cool. Who wants to go first? And then I will give you.
Do you want to? Okay, you want to give them the scene first, and they can choose, or no? You just want to.
Okay, fine. Okay, so the first one is going to be Terminator and John Connor talking together about how to defeat Skynet is the first scenario.
Which pair would like to do that?
And the other one that we're going to be doing is Hermione and Harry from Harry Potter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to be Hermione.
I want to be Harry, so you guys are Terminator.
Whatever you want to do.
All right, so who's Terminator and John Connor? Who's doing that?
It doesn't matter to me. What do you guys want to do?
Do you guys?
Oh, go ahead.
I don't care.
I'll
The
take
other
it.
option is
So,
to
Hermione.
Okay, you be the Terminator.
Okay.
I'm gonna be John Connor.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay,
Wait,
all right,
is Joanna being the Terminator?
Give me a second. I gotta warm up here.
I'm the Terminator.
Oh,
You're the
that's
Terminator?
awesome because if you didn't see our last show with them, Joanna was an amazing Batman, so this is right in her wheelhouse.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank you guys for coming to the audition today. I very much appreciate it. So yeah, I just want you to sort of, really sort of show the relationship and what they're going to talk about in defeating like the big bad of Skynet. So whenever you're ready, you can just go ahead.
Sure. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
I hope you got my bottle of wine, by the way.
Yeah, it was really great, really great. I just don't drink anything with sulfates in it, so I had to throw it out. So.
Oh.
Yeah, she also doesn't drink anything with desperation in it.
Are we doing this or
Although
not?
adding your headshot on the label was a nice touch, I obviously remembered your face of alcohol.
Okay.
John, what are we going to do about the Skynet?
You need to rescue my mom first.
No, your mother is not important.
We have to get her out now.
Get her out of what?
She's in a psych ward, and we need to sneak in there and get her out. But you can't kill anybody.
I'm better at running through walls.
Perfect.
No sneaking.
We need a car. I can't drive.
I can drive.
Perfect.
I am better with motorcycles.
Well, if you see one, take it, because it looks cool.
Okay,
There's one. Take that one.
here. Get on.
Okay, here we go. Get out of the
Get out of the
way.
way.
Oh my god, we're getting chased! It's that weird other Terminator guy!
Okay, that was great. I want you to pause the action just where you are, but stay on the motorcycle. Oh,
Yes,
they're still there. Yeah, so stay on the motorcycle, just pause where you are. But I want you to sort of segue and really show the relationship between these two people. I want to talk about a bit in the future when you might be planning what you're going to wear to match for your next Halloween party you're going to. Continue on the motorcycle, though. That's fine. That's a good choice.
Great, okay.
So after we get my mom out, we can hit that Halloween party we were talking about earlier.
Yes,
What are you going to be?
I was thinking I was going to be a refrigerator.
How are you going to do that?
Well, I was thinking some magnets on me and the power cord on the back. What are you going to be?
Probably a slightly failed actor. I think that's,
It's not much of a stretch, John. Okay, I think they can go together, Like,
Sure. You're where I keep the mustard that I feed myself with.
Right. And the leftover Chinese takeout.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's perfect. You're the best.
No, you're the best.
Oh, I never had a father like you. Just a crazy mom who made me do push-ups
Let's go
every day.
get her right now.
Let's get her.
Okay, great. See, that was awesome. Thanks, guys. That was
Nice
interesting
job.
choices.
You totally nailed that. Other one like I'll be dead composers. I'll be Bob.
Well done.
Just, I'll be
Matt,
Bob.
let me share a couple of tweets. Necrodia says, "Wow, time to fire Arnold. We got us the best Terminator ever."
I think the term is Terminatrix. If it's a girl.
And Anthony Davis, a Listermate, says the Terminator sounds like a Hungarian named Helga.
Yeah, I went a little Eastern European.
Dude, yeah, your accent killed me, Joanna. It was.
Watch me. Wait.
All right, are you guys ready for Hogwarts and stuff?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right. Okay.
Get hasty for a second.
Who's gonna be? Who's Harry and who's Hermione?
You want to be Hermione?
I'll be Hermione. Yeah. I got the hair for it.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so thank you for coming in today. I mean, obviously Harry and Hermione are good friends. And right now they're just going about their day. They're actually just talking about their potions class and everything sort of related to that. So whenever you're ready to go is fine.
Well, Harry, Professor Snape assigned us that very difficult homework this evening.
He always gives me extra homework because he thinks I'm special or something like that, but I'm not. I'm not very special. I just have this stupid scar on my forehead.
Oh, but Harry, didn't you know? Girls think scars are cool.
Really?
Yes.
I have another one you might want to see.
Oh my.
I got it from herbology class.
Herbology class?
Yeah.
Is that like the bus driver's jacket?
Pretty much. It smells like the bus driver's jacket.
So, what should we do this evening after we're done preparing our potions?
Well, I think I have to... You know what? I heard there was an ogre down in the lake. He likes to swim at night.
Perhaps we should go swimming with him.
They said we shouldn't leave the castle at night, but I think we should because we like to get up to shenanigans like that.
I do love shenanigans.
Okay, that's great. Continuing talking about shenanigans and showing all your friendship. At this point, Hermione reveals a deep, dark secret to Harry, and you can elaborate from there.
I love it down here at the lake.
It's lovely down here at the lake. Harry, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
Hold on, I'm trying a new spell. Erectus Magnificus. I didn't get the wrist right. Can you show me the wrist with the...
Well, Harry, it seems your wrist is rather flaccid and limp.
Oh.
Perhaps you should do some strengthening
A
exercise.
solid wrist. Okay. Thank you, Hermione.
There's something I needed to tell you. It's about me and your parents.
What about my parents?
I killed your mother, Harry. And I am your father.
That's inconceivable!
It makes that hand job I just gave you. Makes that hand job I just gave you kind of awkward.
Well, it was a little better than that Whomping Willow. He was rough.
It really hurts to laugh.
That's what she said too.
I think I cracked a rib on the weekend. Oh my God.
Okay, scene. When it gets to Whomping Willows and hand jobs, that's where
It's a good place to stop.
I love how Tanya was trying. Tanya was trying to cut it, but she couldn't because she couldn't stop laughing.
So we got the part?
Oh, of
you
course.
got something.
Well, hey, I mean, J.K. Rowling is supposedly maybe writing more Harry Potter, so I'm sure they'll cast you guys.
I'm not doing any hand jobs on screen.
We'll forward that audition tape along to you.
And I only use duck cocks.
So a lot of tweets here, folks, to that. Necrodia says, this sounds like a bad middle school reading of a Harry Potter script. He also says, Harry Potter and the Swimming Ogre of Nighttime. That would be the name of it. Let's see. Oh, and Timekeeper says, Erectus Magnificus. Those are magnificent wrists. And Necrodia says that's the best spell in all of Harry Potter Magic World. So well done, guys.
Well done. That was awesome.
Somehow it always turns sexual when we have these guys on.
Of course.
Can't wait for next week. There'll be a crossover episode.
Yeah.
Or cross-dressing episode.
All four of us on one bike. It's hilarious.
The same Halloween party, awkwardly standing in the corner.
Joanna dresses refrigerator.
All right. Unfortunately, that's actually going to end the fun, I guess, for tonight. So let's one more time before we go, though. Let's give some links for Standard Action. So, guys, where can people go once again to watch?
You can go to standardaction.com to watch all of Standard Action. That's Season 1, Season 2, and we've just started releasing Season 3.
Awesome. So a lot of episodes you guys can go catch up on, so go do that. So big thanks to Standard Action for being on, being super fun with us. Thank you, everybody who watched with us live. Thank you, guys, or if you watched the recorded version. We really appreciate your support every week. We will be back next week, as always, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific on Wednesday. But you can always catch, the recorded version, or if you're listening to the podcast, thank you for that too. Please subscribe to us on iTunes. Just type in Super Geeked Up. All right, that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next week, guys. And remember, stay geeky.